Club Prospecting and the Georgina Hope Foundation for your continued and ongoing support. Destination New South Wales, of course, right here on the beautiful sands of Sydney, Manly Beach. To Volleyball Australia and New South Wales Volleyball. And all of you been chilling down here on the beach with us on a Saturday morning. We've got massive games still to come. These teams competing at the moment through the rounds of the pool play. So qualification for some teams yesterday to get in the main draw. Today they'll all play each other amongst the pools. That'll sort out the rankings for our single elimination rounds to come this afternoon. It's going to get cutthroat a little bit later on. Once we're done with the pool play, it's single elimination. So that means if you lose, you are out of the tournament. If you win, you work your way one step closer to Super Sunday, the semi-finals and the finals happening tomorrow. But this game just a few minutes away. Come and join us in the grandstands, VolleyFest 2017. Welcome to VolleyFest 2017, Manly Beach. If you're cruising past, come and get yourself in the grandstands. They're all free of charge and set up for you. Grab a coffee, grab something to eat. Just grab the steps on the southern end of the courts here. Free grandstands, free beach volleyball with a hot espresso. Awesome. Sunshine and smiles on Manly Beach. Our next matchup just a couple of minutes away. Come and join us, the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour, New South Wales Open. The smell of summer in the air, the smell of the beach volleyball, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down here, just minutes to our next game. Just moments, we'll introduce you to these two teams. The start of our summer VolleyFest 2017. Come and get yourself in the grandstand. Next game on the way in just a few minutes time. you are cruising past on the Corso again, folks, please come and join us in the grandstands. It's all free of charge. Come and take the steps on the southern end of the court. Get yourself the best seat in the house.
This next matchup is only moments away, folks. Come and take a seat up in the stand. Get comfortable, settle yourselves in. Ladies and gentlemen, here on centre court, I'd like to welcome our team number 1, Octavi Miro, and his partner, Rudy Nunes. Now their opponents today, second team, we have George Fountotos and Julian De Luna. Give me a round of applause, folks.
Welcome down Manly Beach. Pick your team and cheer them on down here, these teams. Rocking and rolling through for a spot in the next round. Every game so crucial. Come and get yourself a spot at the grandstand. It's all free of charge. Volleyfest 2017.
We have Rudy Nunes coming out to serve. First point of the match. And Jules there using the net to his advantage, getting the little roll into the court.
Yeah, beach volleyball, folks, there's no let cord if you're new to the game. But here's the net, you've got to play it as it falls, whether it be during the rally or off the serve. 1-0, first set here in this match.
Fountotos to serve.
Shot down the line, good ball control. And the combination here on the southern end of the beach, which will be the slightly better end of the court, serving into this breeze. No touch in the net called this time. Boys of the Sky Blue, Coogee Beach Volleyball crew have been told, repping down here with one of our Sydney volleyball organisations, which is awesome. Good to see the Coogee crew up and about.
Nice little float serve there by George, putting the pressure on the receiver in Miro. As Jules goes hard cross there, unable to quite control it, just sails wide. The boys in dark blue bring up their first point, brings them to 1 point to 4.
Is on the button.
Push the button. Great swing down the line by Jules. Unable to be controlled in defence.
Great ball control down the line, straight at the defender when he saw it pulling off the net. Too hot to handle, point on the board for 5-1.
Little left-hand cut shot, couldn't quite be controlled there. New South Wales in the sky blue, get that point at the change of ends. Takes them to 6-1 up. Nice little lead early in this first set. Best out of 3, first to 21. Very good little roll off the net there.
A little tapeworm does the dance and gets the drop on the sand. It goes, nice play there.
Great touch by Nunes.
Finds that short corner, unplayable there for the winner at 2-6, the scoreboard. First set here in this match. If you're cruising past Manly, come and join us in the grandstands.
And Jules swings hard, unable to quite get the height on that. Coming from a long way deep in the court. Boys in dark blue have a little comeback here.
Just going for a little bit too much this time on the cut shot. Out of bounds there. The New South Wales crew down here, the local guys from Sydney. Beach just down the road, 7-3. Little break here in the first set of action. Volleyfest 2017, the start of our Australian beach volleyball tour. Nice block of the net this time. Great weight and anticipation. Sets it up, knocks it down. 4-7. Ace down the middle this time, a little you got it, I'll take it. Down it goes. All the action down here, proudly presented by some wonderful supporters and sponsors. Of course, Hello World, our proud naming rights partner and sponsor of the Hello World, Volleyroos and Volleyball Australia. And Volleyfest, been rocking here on the sands with them. It's a destination, New South Wales, for your amazing support. Where else would we be but Manly Beach? First set here in this game, 5 serving 7.
Again, DeLuna pushing onto on their back-pedaling blocker. Didn't feel that the set was quite tight enough, but Jules has made him pay. Great little use of the net there by Nunes. Brings a point up at the ends. Change of ends every 7 points. Keeps the advantage even. Nice little breeze blowing across court, slightly towards the southern end. That's the better end to be playing at the moment. Big blocker, Miro, not quite able to get in touch of that. DeLuna putting it to the space to the side. Well executed, little cut shot. Takes him to 9-6. Oh, the big left-hand of Miro. There's a big swing across court. Just tags on the line.
We're back to 7-9 now. Scoreboard nice and close. 2 points in this one. First set in this game. If you've just arrived, come and check it. Get yourself in the grandstands. They're all free of charge. Down here on the southern end of the beach.
Huge swing there by DeLuna. That's a great set by George.
Yeah, he got every piece of it too. He gave him all the angles. The set was right in the pocket there. Just gets the cannon out. Puts it on the sand. Double digits up, 10-7.
Do not let the lazy swagger of DeLuna surprise you. He is elite.
Unfortunately for Nunes, getting a little bit too tight on the net there. Getting a net touch. Gives an easy point to the boys in dark blue. Brings in that 1 step, but 1 point closer. 8-10. Big swing there by Nunes. Really makes the most of the open court. Great set by his partner there. Punishes it down the middle.
So Cuddy once again finding the sand. First set at 11-9, 1 point to our first technical timeout. The first and second sets when you get a combined scoreboard of 21 points, both teams with an automatic timeout.
Miro, the big lefty, has a massive swing at that. George not quite able to control the pass. Takes us into a technical timeout. Give the boys a minute break.
Got some results from the outside courts, ladies and gentlemen. In the women's division, we have King and Green 21-7, 21-8 over Buchan and Bowl. In the men's, we have Schnutzer and Mueller getting a 21-17, 21-6 win over Gigliotti and Matchich. We also see in the men's division, Garrett Mann and Bryce Poland get a 21-7, 21-15 win over Taylor and Kuipers. Also in the men's division, we see Gregory and Kukovic take a 21-14, 21-14 win away from Carragher and Turner. We see the women's Marchesini and Giovanazzi take a 21-14, 21-15 win over Gregory and Spinks. We have a local matchup of Clark Bolster and Aaron Brook. We have a 21-14, 21-13 win over Frank the Tank Riganelli and Paul Vaughan. We also see Joshua Court and Burnett get a 21-16, 21-17 win over Andre Montco and Samuel Halley. Back on centre court.
Great touch there by George. Just rolling it over the top of the net there. The defence in dark blue unable to get a hand on it. DeLuna to serve. Those little float serves, they're quite deceptively hard to little pick up. Any little movement in the air makes it hard to pass. You take it out of off the outside of the arms. 13-10.
A little touch it down off the hands, little old school epicness. Paulie Bourne ripping it out there on the outside courts. Haven't announced that name for a couple of years. Good to have you with us, Paulie. Great to see you out there, legend.
Winner down the middle for the boys in navy blue. That's right, Paul Bourne's been back in town for 2 weeks now, here over summer for a family holiday. They took an interesting strategy into preparing for this tournament. His teammate did not want him to play and train because he is so brittle. The man from Sweden.
No, they just save it for the games.
Cut shot, Julian De Luna. We told you about him being elite. He is elite.
He's very crafty with his hands, finds the open court, utilising the net to his advantage. Little wriggle along there, gets the point.
Sucks in the deep breaths.
Miro too big at the net. Easy little touch over, finds the open court, brings the boys back now. 15-12 in this first set. Course go to 21 in the first 2 sets. And if required, we'll go to a third set, which it gets to 15. Jules there doing the matrix, getting out of the way of that. Read it late, great goal.
Got Fountotos and De Luna coming all the way from Coogee Beach. They train and prepare over there, so they can match it on the big stage, centre court here in Manly for the New South Wales Open. First stop of the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour. Too much power, too much elevation from Julian De Luna. The crowd is absolutely on their feet, applauding the heroics of this athlete.
Great defensive work by Nunes in the back court for the dark blue. Unable to keep the control in it. Boys in the light get out to a 17-12 head start in this first set. Big swing there by Miro. Straight over the block of Fountotos.
Just out of bounds on the baseline, folks. We are rolling here. First set of this matchup, you're cruising past. We've got a massive afternoon still to come. Huge games. We'll get to the single elimination phase of this tournament, not too far away. Oh, join us in the grandstands.
The boys in navy blue scrambling off the chest to keep that one into play. Fountotos puts it away with too much power.
Too much finesse there by Miro at the net. Too much height. Gets it down into the sand. Brings them back to 14-19 in this first set. Here at Volley Fest 2017. This is the New South Wales Open. If you want to come and join us in the stand, folks, entry just on the southern side. Walk around. Plenty of room up there.
Jules does what Jules does, chiseling low off the net. That brings up set point.
Too much power there. Too much power. Very deceptive pop, or lack of.
And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. That is set one.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Boys in blue take the first set, 21-14.
Nice job, Barry Beach. Nice job. Put your hands together. Make some noise for the boys. We're going to bring it back out very soon. If you are cruising past, come and join these awesome people over here. The grandstands are free of charge. They're all for you. You guys are cruising down the Corso. Come and jump in the grandstands. It's all free of charge as we roll through the afternoon here at Qualification 2017.
Some of the women's results from outside courts, we have Wheeler and Battagleen getting a win 21-10, 21-11 over Chantal Tonya, Irina Penkina. We have Jenkins Bartoli squeezing out a really tight one, 23-21, 22-20 over Mogul and Friedrich. We also saw local Manly girl fall over and Mikalova Kova get a 21-15, 21-15 win over Richter and Flat. In the final match of women's Pool D, we saw Kotnik and Yanka get a 21-9, 21-18 convincing win over Wenkel and Stoica. We'll keep bringing you the results from the outside courts as they come in.
Righto Manly, let's bring our boys back out. Deluna Fountotos in the light blue versus Miro and Nunes in the dark. The boys in the light blue take the first set, 21-14. We've got Jules Deluna taking the serve in this second set. Again, first to 21 points. Great placement there by Miro. Finds the back corner and gives them the first point of the set. Plenty of pressure on the serve there by Nunes. Deluna unable to control that. Even with a slight little bit float serve, with this bit of breeze, makes it really hard to control. Moves around, very deceptive.
We can start here with the boys at the serve, 2-0 here in the second set of action.
Unable to control that play. Ball going long gives the Coogee boys a point, brings them back into the game.
Fountotos splitting the defense straight down the middle. Fountotos is a name we've seen in a lot of the junior discussions in New South Wales over recent years. He's making his way into the senior ranks. Too much power from Deluna tagging the baseline.
Huge swing.
He puts in hours and hours of training each week in the gym so he gets those hops. Again, too big, too strong. He's having a rest on the sand.
Really bringing that net into play, utilising his strength.
This is what having an elite diet does for you. Makes you a lean, mean, net jagging machine. Watching that one out, going to a 5-2 change of ends.
As we do in the first couple of sets, they go to 21. It's a change of end every 7 points. Just so both teams get to maximise the conditions out here with the wind. As we see, a little bit of rain, generally the sun. Boys are really putting in their hard yards out there. Tough conditions, keep control of the ball. It's all about just finding some sand on the other side of the net. The score comes to 3-5. Again, Jules just with a class. Nice touch. Big swing there by Miro, straight through the block of Fountotos. Too powerful of the net there. Gets him a point back to 4-6. These boys are working really hard out there for you folks. Really tough conditions, the boys are working hard, trying to keep the ball up in play.
Bit of rain, the ball gets a little bit slippery. Just adds another element of skill that these athletes need to deal with.
Already got some really locals, they're not going anywhere though. I don't mind a couple of trip drops in a row.
Got umbrellas up, raincoats on, all the action heating up on centre court. Julian De Luna cannot be stopped.
Oh, cross court's supreme at the moment, just crushing those volleyballs. It's just a passing shower, folks. That's the answer parties. Stick around, guys and girls. A couple of drops. We cleared it in about 2 minutes, I've been told. Completely unofficially.
Went on two, but not today. Not today, Fountotos.
Boys are denied that point.
That brings up 5 points to 8. The boys in navy blue serving from the northern end of the beach. Not sure what direction the wind's coming from now. It's kind of sideways slick. No one home, tags the baseline. We'll see a change of ends at 9 points to 5.
Second set of action down here, folks. VolleyFest 2017 underway yesterday with the qualifying phase of this tournament all day today and tomorrow. Make sure you're here with us, checking out all the action. Super Sunday, that's the finals day. All these teams fighting for a spot there. Right now, scored at 9-5, second set.
Jules leaves that, but unfortunately it drops in. Great play there, going down the middle in the boys in dark blue. Brings them back to 6 points to 9.
That's gone wide. As we look forward to the next few matches on centre court, we have Sting Landers versus MIR and Killer Rooper, also in the men's division. So we have the Canadians back on court with Keith McNeil versus the Queensland pair of Blake Reeves.
Nice little shot to the corner there this time. The boys holding court. We're in the first set, leading here in the second.
Bit of a knuckle jumbo shrimpy over the top of Fountotos. He went one way, but the ball went the other. The boys in Navy picking up the points to come back to 8 points to 10.
Deft touch down the line there by DeLuna. Finds the open court. Takes him to a little buffer of 11 points to 8 here in the second set. What you do, I can do better, says George. Again, nice little roll over the line. Finds the open sand.
Too much class, too much athleticism from Julian DeLuna. He's been dragging that rig all around the court all morning long. That's a technical timeout, 12 points to 9. The boys from Coogee having a slight advantage.
Please put your hands together down the bench if you're with us. Make some noise for the boys. Congratulations to the grandstands, rock steady. I got called 13 to Sir Yates.
Boys really having to work hard for these points. Guys in Navy getting one back. Takes them to 9-13 in this second set. They need to win this to stay in the match. Great use of the block there by Miro. Jules just stuck up his paw. Couldn't quite get an effective block on it. Sails out wide. It's another point back for the boys in Navy. Big swing there by De Luna. Brings his hop, brings his cannon every time. Really hard to stop when he's on song. Gets him back out to 15-10 in this second set. And little Lefty brings it out for the boys in light blue. Jules a little unorthodox on that one. Great defence by both teams. Well watched by De Luna there. Unfortunately, Miro rolling it wide. It takes it to 17 points to 10. Nice strong serve there by George. As is a change of ends. And a timeout by the boys in Navy. Let's welcome the boys back out as the sun tries to sneak through the clouds here, guys. There's the power. He swings hard, utilises the block. Sails out wide. There's another point for the boys in blue. That brings them to 18-10 or 19-10 now. Only a couple of points away from taking this match. That doesn't help them at all. Brings the boys in Navy back into it. 11-19. Can they get a little run on? Get back into the match. Big power at the net by Miro. There's no way through that block. Couple of points there now. They're coming back into it. Takes it to 12-19. Nunes doing everything he can there in defence. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of control on that pass. Sets it back over for George Fountotos and puts it away. Gives the guys a match point. 20 plays 12. Second set. With Jules giving that everything on that serve. Hoping to come up trumps, bring the match to an end. Miro to serve.
Get out with up,
Ladies and gentlemen, with this Manly Beach, couple of June drives before we don't start, all set for a stellar afternoon, plenty of volleys still to come, match points still.
Boys in blue defending hard here. They've saved 3 match points already, 4 match points. They're hanging in there.
5 more match points to come back. Lots of work to do.
Jules trying to finish it off again, but can't quite get the hop and hit over the net. Drags it down.
And that'll do it. That's the set and match for the boys in the sky blue from Coogee, representing New South Wales, Julian Deliver and Peter Fountotos, getting the win over Miro and Nunes in the navy blue. Stick around, guys. There'll be more action from centre court coming up shortly.
Next game on court very soon, ladies and gentlemen, Volley Fest 2017 and the Hello World Volley Roos of Volleyball Australia, proudly presented by some wonderful supporters and sponsors.
Sydney, surrounded by pristine national parks, riverways, stunning water views, iconic beaches, and coastal